Hello there everybody, a very good afternoon to you all and welcome back to another live stream here at Taurex, one of our daily live trading sessions. Good to see you all. I hope you're enjoying your probably your first trading week back. If you was a die-hard trader, you'd have been trading all the way throughout Christmas. I guess I can't classify myself in that category, but I am back this week. This has been my first proper week back. It's been good. It's been good actually to get back into some sort of normality, some sort of rhythm. People might disagree with that, but yeah, let me know what you think. How has it been for you this week? Any markets that you're looking at, any markets that have not been kind to you, have been kind to you? Let me know how your year started in the comments section. Yeah, it's good to see you. Well, hello to you, Bobby. Good to see you, and I hope you're doing well. And hello to you, Dibble. Good to see you. Thank you very much, guys. I know you two are always joining the stream. I just wanted to say I do really appreciate that. I know. Obviously, we are going to get more people on, and there's been so much work going on in the background, obviously setting everything up and everything like that. So we haven't even yet, fully launched the community and stuff yet. So I promise you that that is coming, and I've just dusted off my social medias and stuff like that. So there's a lot of planning that's been going on in the background, and we will be building this community in 2025. And I will always remember. You two, Dibble and Bobby, and also anyone else who always watches on Catch Up. I know there's a few of you that watch on Catch Up. I do appreciate the support. Okay, right. So we're just back to our normal sort of daily live trading sessions now. And one of the things I wanted to speak about in a bit of detail was not in a bit of detail, I just wanted to brush over it with you, not in detail, is the Federal Reserve member, Federal Reserve Governor Christopher Waller, who held a speech during the Clearinghouse Annual Conference in New York City yesterday. Oh no, I've got the wrong one. That's so annoying. Oh no, I've got it here. He basically said, and I said that this would be something that's I think that's important in the markets, about the communication from the Federal Reserve members coming out. It's something that I think traders overlook a little bit. They don't really take too much attention to what the FOMC members say. They just wait for the actual release. But actually, you get some really good nuggets of information here. Let me read it out to you, and then we can decide what that sort of means for the markets today, and what that means for the markets going forward in the near term. Inflation should continue falling in 2025 and allow the Federal Reserve to further reduce interest rates, though at an uncertain pace. That was what Christopher Waller said on Wednesday. He said it was true that inflation appears to have stalled above the 2% Fed target in the waning months of 2024. As well as 1 month and short-term inflation readings, have left him confident that inflation is continuing to ease in the US, even if the pace of the improvement is less certain. Now, this is someone who, when I've listened to comments before, he's been very hesitant to talk about like massive interest rate cuts. And actually, when I was reading this, the way that I read it was actually slightly more on the dovish side from what the markets have been pricing at the moment. And so when I had this trading game is a game of opinions, right? This is all about opinions. I remain bullish on the US dollar, right? Technically, we're bullish. We've broken out higher. We've been in this bullish cycle since September 2024. And as I've said before, and as I say every day, and I'm just trying to level and reason with you, the reason that we've had that is because the switch from dovish to much less dovish, and i.e. almost rate cuts being priced out of the market in a way. Now, this might be slightly against the grain about what I've heard from a lot of people who are very bullish on the US dollar. But I actually think that we might be coming to the end in the short term when it comes to the dollar bull run that we currently see at the moment. Now, the reason I think that is I think the markets have gone the other way or are threatening to go the other way. So when they were expecting all these interest rate cuts, we saw the dollar sink. The markets got ahead of themselves. Then the dollar has risen as cuts have been slowly priced out of the markets. And I actually think that maybe we're coming to an area where we've gone the other side and that we're pricing in we're pricing in something, a situation which is too hawkish for what the reality is. And that's what markets is all about, really, is where the markets are currently pricing things compared to the realization or like the realistic view of what's going to happen. And so although I'm not going to be a seller, I'm actually really looking out for a pullback in the US dollar down to around the 106 level, because I think we might have come slightly too far. So when I look at the daily time frame now, okay, although on the lower time frames you can see quite clearly we are creating new highs, but look what happened yesterday, look what happened in the last few hours. I know, Bobby, I said in the chat that the dollar looks good for a breakout, but actually what I'm potentially seeing here is if we start to see this, right, and a move and a close below this structure low here, what we would get is a failure, or what I'd call a lower high, our first lower high. Now, our first lower high doesn't mean we're turning bearish, but it's an initial early sign that potentially we could be rolling over here on the dollar. Now, of course, the economic or fundamental environment that would be needed for this is obviously tomorrow for NFP to be slightly weaker. That would bring that more dovish view into play, and that would bring the US dollar down. And the way that we would trade that is obviously look for the stronger currencies against the dollar right now, which I imagine, if I go on to my AI News Sentiment, I think it should tell me currency pairs. It should give me an idea of what currencies seem to be performing quite well. And I'm already seeing a lot of green around the euro, which makes me think that as a counter trend trade, 4-hour time frame, again, we're picking bottoms here, which I don't like doing. I would prefer to wait. I'm just trying to give you guys a trade idea. I think we could be good for a counter trend buying opportunity from this zone. So let's look on the hourly time frame. The structure just isn't quite giving me. So there we are. That could have been a 15-minute entry there. Now I know a lot of you will go, well, you're not trading this or whatever, but the reason that I don't trade on the lower time frames now is I literally just don't have time to be scouting the lower time frames. But as you can see, what I've done is I've gone from the daily time frame, got a clear area of support, which is basically this daily demand zone in blue, and I've basically gone all the way down the time frames to try and find evidence that this market is turning over and that we could get a potential bull. So if I was on the chart now, or I was on the chart at the right time, 1.03, you can see they had a 15-minute area of, and this is why I love this indicator, Lux Algo Smart Money Concepts. It just saves me a lot of time, just sort of marks the principles out for me. And I am someone who will openly admit, yes, I know, Bobby, I'll get to that in a second. I forgot what I was going to say. I literally forgot what I was going to say. That's brilliant. I love it when that happens. That's not your fault, Bobby. It's my fault. I've had a crazy day today. Yes, sorry. If I was on the chart at this time and I was, trading on those lower time frames like I used to, doing this refinement down to lower time frames, and I would have traded this. But I'm thinking of bigger picture stuff, and I think that what we could see on the bigger time frames, yes, a pullback in the euro dollar, but still holding that bullish dollar view and that bearish euro dollar view until I see evidence that we're starting to see a shift in the economic data. So I am still bullish, and I'm sorry I went a long way around that, and hopefully that was a good bit of detail for you. I'm still bullish on the US dollar. However, I do think we're at risk for a pullback now. So we'll see how that goes. Now, Bobby, thank you for saying that in the chat. We were to create the trading journal for this year for me, and also a link for you to create one as well. Yes. Okay, I haven't done it. All right, it's unlike me, but I've literally been in meetings all morning. Really exciting things planned about podcasts and potentially seminars that you can come to and stuff like that. So I literally, and I do apologise, I haven't had time to actually sort out my journal for this year. Once I've sorted that journal out for this year, I promise you, I will share that with you. Okay, and yeah, you can download it or whatever. Now, I just want to let you know that on top of that, if you wanted to run this on the side, I actually highly recommend it. You see on the tools on our Discord channel, we've got account analysis, right? So we're partnered with a company called Swissset. So if I click on that and load up the thing, you can link your Taurex account to Swissset, and it's basically let's just call it in simple terms, it shows you the statistics of your trading. So it gives you your trading journal, gives you your insights, gives you a trading mentor. And that's part of the deal that we've got with them. If anyone decides to use that, they can actually share their Swissset details, yeah. And this is all automated as well. So although I do it manually, this is automated. It actually puts all the details from your trading into the account analyzer for you. And if you drop that into the chat section of the account, into the channel account analysis, I will give you free feedback on that. So yeah, that's something that I would recommend. Just have a look at it if you like. But it obviously would require you to have a Taurex account. So yeah, do give that a go. What I'll be doing is I'll be running this alongside my sort of manual journal. It's just because that's just the way I do it. So, okay. So I do apologise about that. And of course I will share the link with you, Bobby. So let's go to the S&P 500, okay? Because I just wanted to give you an update on the analysis that I put in the room yesterday. The S&P 500 scenarios play. The update here is, if you look at the chart that I've got there, as you can see, if I go onto the charts, I've still got that same analysis. So the update here is that we are still, oh sorry, I didn't want to delete that, did I? We are still sitting within this structure and this pattern. Therefore, I have no real update or no trade to give you on the S&P 500 because I'm still waiting for this. And sometimes, when you've got your analysis in play and it's a higher time frame analysis, this is where traders go wrong. So this is a little bit of a tip for you. So you see that. You see these these are daily candles, yeah? There, if you go down the lower time frames, obviously within those daily candles, there's a lot of movement, right? But I challenge anyone to have made profit in that. It's an absolute mess, right? Why is it a mess? Well, because on the higher time frames, you can still see that we're sat within this consolidation period, this period of squeezing price action. Therefore, anyone chasing down on the lower time frames would have just been, really frustrated, probably began over leveraging, and just creating bad habits. And that's why trading is very much a patience game, believe it or not. Although when you do get into trades, it feels very fast paced and exciting. It's very much a game of sitting and waiting on your hands. So I'm still sitting and waiting on my hands when it comes to the S&P 500. But I just wanted to let you know that sometimes when you understand higher time frame price action, it stops you making mistakes on the lower time frames. Okay. Now, Bobby, this one's for you. Because, as you can see, oil yesterday done exactly what we said, right? It made a move down in towards our zone here. And we are starting to see a reaction. If I go down onto the hourly time frame, here was our order block. We also had liquidity sitting below these equal lows. We grabbed that liquidity, we reacted, we retested, and now we're going higher. So for me right now, I think, Bobby, we have a clean, this is just my prediction, of course. This is not necessarily what will happen. But my analysis is telling me that now we've had the higher time frame reaction, we've had the liquidity sweep. You can now see we're starting to break out, and I think that we are in for a move up to around 75 again. I'd love it if we can go beyond 75, but for now, it's a decent enough risk-reward ratio, and I like the move up to 75. So I'm happy that you're happy with that one, because that's looking good. And also, as predicted, a few of the markets that I was really bullish on for 2025, gold and silver. Look at gold. It's threatening. It's threatening this breakout, guys. Above this triangle pattern that we've got. I'm going to try and play it so we get a break above, retest, and then a move higher in gold as well. So that's shaping up to be quite nice. So I'm going to put that in the chat section. What would probably help is if I drew the lines a little bit better. There we go. Boom. So I'll post that as an update to that trade or that trade analysis in the trading room, and hopefully you guys can benefit from that. Okay, right. Just very quickly for today, not too much, I don't think. I think we're all right for today. Obviously, this is a bigger picture thing that we're looking at tomorrow. We've got the Federal Reserve interest rate decision. In terms of high impact news for today that we should be concerned about, or at least show. For going to Thursday, you can see we haven't got any, but Friday we of course have got non-farm payrolls. So I will be live tomorrow at 1:15 UK time, so 15 minutes later than normal, to break down NFP for what should be a really, really volatile start to the year. Plenty of opportunities tomorrow, and I'll give you my scenarios for both situations and for any of the markets that you're looking at. So do come and join me there. And yeah, until then, I hope everyone has a fantastic trading day. If you do need me, I'm in the Discord channel. Feel free to pop up to me anytime, and I will see you all very shortly. Thank you very much. Take care. See you later.